We're back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous tonight. We're gonna we're definitely gonna clear the Gwerm Manor quest. And if there's time before the time I want to quit stream for the night, we might get through the Grey Garrison as well, because that pretty much finishes up this opening chunk of the game. But we'll see. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I am an hour later getting started than I originally planned. But you know, shit do be happening like that sometimes. Gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get my ads rolling. Get those re-rolls done. And then we will jump into the action. Until then, I will probably just look through some stuff in the inventory and such, and yeah. Crap. Because we're already at Gwerm Manor. We already did all of our setting up ahead of time. Plus to damage against undead creatures. I don't think we fight any undead creatures here, though. Why are we carrying around... Oh, I know. We keep ending up with these severed heads in our bag, and I forget what they're related to. I know that they're related to something, a quest. And it's not good. Not a good thing to have severed heads. Hi, Bunny. How is you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was just looking through the inventory here. I think I have everything pretty much good to go. We're gonna do the Gwerm Manor and then maybe the Grey Garrison tonight. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm on the same mythic path that you've been going down, the Azada. So like I did everything to get it set up. So yeah, the Azada is fun. When I had played through this, I never played all the way through it, but I got part way in, and then I got stuck on like a stupid army battle and like didn't have troops that could win, and I got frustrated. And then I realized that there was a setting that you could turn on to just like not have to do that part of the game. But I did Azada when I was doing that playthrough, and I liked as much as I had gotten through there. That. Let's see what I remember. Is that just one of the difficulty options, or is that like something special? Because I don't. Honestly, I don't know. Or is that what the army thing is called? Because I honestly don't remember. It's been so long since I've played through any of this. You would have to refresh my memory. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm just not the best at it. And I got myself into a situation where I basically soft-locked myself. And it was... that annoyed me. Because I was like, I can... it might have been... I can't remember. Like I said, it's been so long. Because it was back before I think even all the DLC was out for the game. Yeah. I know. What was it? I see. I will have to keep that in mind. I don't know. I have too many of the party members I want to have in my party. Right now I have, who is it? Lon, Camellia, Sela, I can't remember their names. One has 4 types of range. The other has spellcasters. Both work, but one... What do you mean, fuck Lon? I love Lon. Lon, Sela, Camellia, oh, I don't like Wenduog, so... I don't have Ember or Nenio in my party currently. I have Woljif. And then the fuck Woljif. I love Woljif too. What the what is your problem? You don't like any of the characters that I like, apparently. Oh, but he does so much damage. He just does sneak attack damage all the time. And then I have the shifter guy, the guy that turns into a griffin. That's my current party. Yeah, I don't know. I like rogues with magic. I like magic rogue, like arcane trickster type rogue. I think rogue without magic is kind of boring, honestly. It's just like, ooh, what do you do? I sneak well and stab things. Hmm. Interesting. Honestly, I find that Woljif like at least early on in this game, I find that Woljif tends to function better as a caster than Nenio, who is a wizard archetype, like an archetype of the wizard class, which is weird to me. I also just think Nenio is an obnoxious character, but well, yeah, exactly. It's like, no, I want to be a wizard, but I don't want to do any damage. The only thing I like about Nenio, and I don't know how far you are into the game, but I do know, like, that she's not really, oh yeah, you're probably far enough. I do know that she's, actually a kitsune and not a human. But that's the only thing I like about her. Yes, funny thing about that. Oh, what's the funny thing about that? He's master shapeshifter. Okay, yeah. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty sweet. Okay. Ah, I mean, hmm, interesting. Very interesting. I mean, technically, like, I don't know, because it's like she is transformed, but it's not like a polymorph. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Uh, I mean, that's just Pathfinder. Pathfinder's a little weird about what is and isn't sometimes. Pathfinder has like a lot of really specific rules interactions. Honestly, I kind of like Pathfinder more than D&D. I just play D&D because more people like play it, and it's easier to get like new people into. But I do like Pathfinder a bit more in some ways, in many ways. All right. Yeah, I like having lots of options. That's my thing. I like having tons of character options. I'm going to do... Well, knock on wood. I'm going to do a modded Baldur's Gate 3 run with Crystal. Like, we're planning it. We have it in the works. It could all fall apart and not end up happening, but that's the plan. Is for the two of us to do a modded Baldur's Gate 3 run. And, because she's never gotten past Act 1. I've beaten the game once and then never got past Act 1 because I always just end up installing different mods. But
I hope you appreciate this.
It's the gay hello. Hello, Rakti. Yeah, I beat it once when it like first came out of like early access. I beat it, and then I haven't gotten very far in any subsequent playthroughs. But Crystal and I are planning on doing a modded playthrough of it. Probably not till sometime after Christmas, since Christmas is just next week. But
Do not fear. Do not waver.
like I have a ton of, because we were both gonna go through the mod, like different mods and stuff, and pick out like stuff we wanted, and then compile like a master list and see if there were any compatibility issues and stuff like that. And I have like just a ton of like subclass and class mods and stuff, because I just like having all the options when it comes to making characters. Yeah, that was the thing I was telling Crystal. I'm like, Nyx says we should definitely make sure that we like test everything and make sure there aren't compatibility issues and stuff before we try and do our first stream. 'Cause she didn't do that when they set up their modded playthrough. Yeah, I know that. I've played with mods before. Not all the way through, but I know that if you update your mods partway through, it can just completely fuck your save file.
You've crossed the wrong mob.
Interesting. Yeah, that is... I do have to say, I kind of wish the built-in mod manager for Baldur's Gate 3 was better.
Spell's not working like that.
Because like you can't, like, it'll tell you, like, mods and stuff, like, it'll tell you who the mod author is, but then if you, like, try and search for mods by a mod author's name, nothing will come up. Or, like, you can't just sort, like, there are just some sorting options and stuff that I wish were in there that aren't in there, and stuff, and it's just like, this could be
Won't survive me.
a lot better.
Cover me, all right?
But it is still, in some ways, just more convenient, especially when you're working with people that yeah, that's the whole thing. And I think that's why they didn't do that, because Larian has done that with their past games. With, like, Divinity Original Sin and, Original Sin 2. Although, some little problems with, like, the mods for those games just is the fact that, the Larian came back years later and added, like, small updates. And they broke a lot of the mods, and the mod authors no longer come back and update them because the games are too old and they just aren't playing them anymore. So it's the same thing with, like, the Pillars of Eternity games, because they have Steam Workshop integration for their mods, and they run into the same issue. You'll try and use mods sometimes, and they'll just not work because I forget what company. Obsidian came back and did an update to fix some bugs or whatever, and then that just caused mods to break.
I'll cut you wide open.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
But I would say it's worth playing Divinity Original Sin 2. And then if you enjoy that one a lot, then it might be worth playing. Original Sin 1, just because Original Sin 1 definitely does feel a little more dated. Fair. Fair. So I saw Wicked for Good today. And I have thoughts. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was a bad movie. Was it as good as the first one? No.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
I think because of the way that they added stuff to pad out time, because really when you're thinking about the stage musical Wicked, there's not a ton of
The light take you.
like once Act 2 starts, it goes pretty quick. There's not like Act 1 is a lot of that show in terms of just story content. And the way that they added like scenes and stuff to kind of pad it out, I feel like kind of ruined some of the songs a bit.
This one was beyond me. Ah, not this time.
My tail is restless.
There were just there were songs that I felt like it was like, oh, they took this song and then they like put like 2 or 3 little scenes in the middle of it and just like broke the song into pieces, into little song snippets. There were like a couple of songs they did that with. I didn't think the movie original songs were very good.
I found something.
I would have to look up the names of the songs on the original. Because I listened to the Broadway cast recording a billion times. Yeah, that's they didn't change that, but I'm just trying to like, and thank goodness they split some things up in that song kind of weird. there were some trying to remember where else, because I remember yeah, that definitely felt better. Because in the musical it just kind of feels like a very rushed thing. It's not March of the Witch Hunters that they did it. I mean, they changed lyrics in Wonderful, but that's not a huge deal. Might have just been in Thank Goodness that they did it, because Thank Goodness is like a 6.5-minute song in the original, and it goes through like a lot of stuff in like quick succession, because it's the Act 2 opener. And like in the movie, it felt like they took it and they broke it into like these little tiny like vignettes, and I'm like, oh, that ended up making that specific part of that song not be sung the same way. And I know that, and I remember that because it was always one of my favorite little random bits from the musical, because I would always have just these little bits that from songs where it'd be like I would just like the particular way in which they were written and sung and stuff. And then, like I said, there were extra songs that they added that I didn't think were particularly all that great. They weren't awful. They just weren't good. Like, they weren't memorable in any way. Like the one with Elphaba singing to the animals. I'm like, that, okay. You just wanted to get a song in there that used the "There's No Place Like Home." Yeah, her speech that is delivered in song. I think there was... I know there was at least one other, like, song that was original to the movie, but like I said, I can't remember. Like, you know, and like I said, I don't think it was bad necessarily. I just don't think it was as good as the first one.
Make every strike count.
And I don't think it was as faithful of an adaptation. which we knew they were adding more to this one. So I'm not like super upset about that.
The spirits demand your blood.
I just wish there would have maybe been a little bit more
No glory without risk.
substance to what they added.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Let's hear you cry.
Me.
Move out.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I definitely started nodding off towards the end of the movie. I was like, when do we get to the part where it's all over?
You won't survive me.
You are today's sacrifice.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Now, I mean, to be even more fair, the musical, well, for various good reasons, and then some less good reasons,
Will be the stuff of legend.
the musical does not very
Go for their hearts.
faithfully adapt
Excruciating.
the
Into the
book,
fray. Run them through.
but there are also a number of things in the book that are fucked up.
For me.
And the book does get very bogged down in political drama and stuff too, which would not, I don't think, make for a very good musical. It'd be like trying to turn Game of Thrones into a musical. Yeah. Yeah, and there's the oh. The musical also has a happier ending than the book. 'Cause in the book, for whatever reason, Elphaba can be melted by water in the book. Like, and it's a thing that gets brought up earlier. Like she has to make sure that she stays like out of the rain and stuff because water will melt her. And so, I mean, it is from the original source material, so like it does make sense, but like it also kind of makes more sense to me in the like retelling that they are doing, that like, oh no, that's just some crazy rumor that people started spreading after she got labeled as the Wicked Witch. Cause like, but like in the book, like Glinda actually does, you know, tell them that like, oh yeah, I remember that she can't get wet. She'll die if she gets wet. She'll melt. And so then that's how they decide to have Dorothy go and melt her with the bucket of water. And she does get melted, and like there's not like a happy ending for her and Fiero or for the animals. Which, I mean, even the musical doesn't imply that there's a happy ending for the animals. Like the original stage musical does not imply that the animals end up
Cover me, all right?
happy necessarily. It just is like, oh yeah, Elphaba was still alive and her and Fiero went off somewhere. And then Glinda took things over and fuck the animals, I guess, because we're just gonna ignore that was what this was all about the whole time. I mean, yeah, definitely. It's but like the movie definitely ends more with like,
Can we retreat already?
and everybody got a happy ending after all, and the people that were bad got punished, and that's how it works, kids. And it's like, no, don't believe them, children. That's not how the real world works. In the real world, the bad guys win, and the good guys get screwed over most of the time.
The spirits demand your blood. Next!
Yeah, I just
The light.
look.
Take you.
As
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
an autistic individual who spent probably too long believing that you know,
Why not both?
the happy endings from the movies were true, and that, you know, if you, as long as you're a good person and you tell the truth and blah 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 blah, you'll come out on top and stuff.
A bright future awaits us.
I feel like we sometimes need to rip the band-aid off sooner. Like, cause like, I know that's like, part of my problem now is like, I just feel like so disillusioned with everything, cause it's like, oh, I grew up believing all of this stuff about society and how things worked, and that like the police were the good guys and this and that, and now I've realized how the world really works, and the more my brain makes connections between things, the more I'm like,
Head on!
Can't hide from me.
I don't want to deal with this world anymore. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. What if I refuse to participate in your society? I want to live in One Piece world and eat a devil fruit and fight the world government. That seems like a better option. Yeah. I don't know. It's all a bunch of hoopla to me. Perhaps. Mayhaps. Melia is in fact my daughter. I am not the real Horgus Gwerm. Bum bum bum. Iris was a heifer of humble origin, and I fucked her in the gardens here. Yeah. Yeah. The Munchkins will never forget. The terror of Nessa Rose. I don't fucking care. Pay me and I'll keep my mouth shut. Um... Mm, I don't know about that one. Yeah, I'm not a... I'm a much more of a home is where the heart is type person. Where it's like, it has nothing to do where you were raised or where you were born or like where your blood relatives are necessarily. It's like, where do you feel the most happy? Eh? In the words of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I forget the quote. But the thing where he says right before his Uncle Ben gets killed, where he's like, I've don't see where that's my problem. I don't know. It's just like, eventually you... And it depends. There are a lot of things that it depends on. But like sometimes you just see a place and you go, it's not worth trying. It ain't worth trying to fix it. It's too broke. Yeah. It's... I don't like to think about it, because honestly, everything in the world is so broken. It's all so broken, and it's all dependent on the exploitation of poor people. and disadvantaged people. And I prefer staying in my little fantasy worlds where the bad guy is obvious and I can just go and kill him. Instead of the real world where it's like, well, that's not an option. Hey. Yeah, exactly. It's not an option that anybody
You follow.
should choose, is my official stance on the matter. However, oh my god. I don't know what like all of the laws regarding that are in my state, but it's like maybe we don't. I don't condone nor encourage any such behavior. That's fair. Although to be fair, yeah, I think that violence should always be a final, like, option when all other options have been exhausted.
None shall escape.
You know?
You are today's sacrifice.
And I'm not personally, I'm not the type of person that would get into a fight.
You've crossed the wrong mountain.
That's fair.
Out of my way.
I will say that I'm like, the time I've gotten, I've never started them, and I never ended them. The only time I ever got into any... why they were called assaults, not fights, to be fair. Yeah, that checks out. I will say the closest I ever got to getting in any sort of trouble was in college. It was my sophomore year. Yeah, it would have been sophomore year. I believe. I'm pretty sure. And I went to a theater party. And there were a few people there who got excessively drunk. And were outside throwing bottles onto the road. So cops get called to this party. And then someone there was a
Onward.
dumbass and let them into the house. So, you know, now we're all having to talk to cops. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh fuck. This is bad. Because I was, I think just had turned 20, maybe. And I'm like, I drank an entire bottle of vodka tonight. I am so fucking drunk right now. And this cop is talking to me. I need to lock in. I need to focus. And so I'm talking to this cop, and like I give him my name, and he asks how old I am, and I don't lie. I tell him the truth. And then he was like, okay, be honest with me. How much of that you had to drink tonight? And I told him a little tiny white lie. I said, oh, I've only had a little bit to drink. And he's like, so none. And I was like, yes. And then he just let it go. And I went out with my friend outside onto like it wasn't really a porch. It was just kind of like a concrete area right outside the door. And I stood there with them while they talked to the cop, and the cop's like, look, I get it. I was in college not that long ago. You know, we all want to be able to, you know, go unwind, have fun. But you can't be throwing bottles into the road. That's not cool. So party's gonna need to be done for tonight, and somebody's gonna need to go clean that up. And like one of the people that lived in the house that we were having the party at went and like swept the glass up off the road and stuff. And yeah, I didn't get in trouble. I ended up sleeping at that house that night because I was friends with people that lived there, and I was like, I am too drunk to try and walk home. The really sad part of the whole thing, though, was that the only person who got in trouble was a girl who was like a week away from her 21st birthday. Yeah, it was bad. She ended up talking to a cop that wasn't as cool as the cop I talked to. I just ended up talking to a cop that was just kind of like, either was like just a particularly cool cop or for the situation, or just like didn't want to fill out the paperwork. And either way, I am thankful. And then from that point on in college, every time I went to a party, if it started getting a little too wild, I was like, time to go. Time to leave now. I didn't go to any parties my freshman year. No, that's not true. I went to a couple of parties my freshman year. But I didn't like drink or anything at them. I just went to the parties and like kind of awkwardly hung out. And then I was like, and then right the last party of the year, my freshman year, like someone got me to try a little bit of alcohol. And I was like, oh, that wasn't bad. And I wanted to have more fun and not feel like such a stick in the mud. So then my sophomore year, I went to more parties, and I still pretty much only went to the theater parties because I'm not a fan of like big, huge groups of people. And so I'm just not the kind of person that would go to a my brain just went into loading mode. I didn't related to any. I was in the theater department, so we pretty much invited everyone. Like, everyone involved in a show got invited. Pretty much everyone in the department got invited. There was just like one really weird girl who we usually didn't invite to things because none of us liked her, and she couldn't act, but she really wanted to be an actress. And it was a little bit mean, but I was never the one like in charge of planning the parties or anything, so I didn't feel bad about it. But yeah, and then after, like, towards the end of my sophomore year is when I started smoking weed, because I had a really good friend, who would talk about it all the time, and I was like, no, I'm kind of interested. Why not do this thing too? So then I did that. And then by my senior year, I did, acid, like 5 or 6 times, and Molly like twice. It was pretty fun, but like, eh. And then that's it. I had a friend that brought cocaine to a party once, and offered me some of that, and I'm like, no, that's crazy. Why the fuck do you have that? So I never did anything that was too crazy, but what do we want to take? Oh yeah, I forgot we recruited you. Yeah, we'll take Bone Shaker. We must prepare for our assault on the Grey Garrison. Greater spell focus. Where we hit then possess beyond 3. Okay. Just use some daggers. Yeah. Yeah. Two more to level up. I'm gonna go sort out our spells, sell some things, maybe buy some things. And then head into Great Garrison. Once again, I don't know what kind of weapon you're using. Because I don't pay attention. You just get a certain number of casts per day. You get a certain number of casts per day. Priests. Web. Near inch. We don't have spells. Yes, me. Fall lightning. Okay. Most scroll scribers can't. Then it doesn't matter. And it's all a bunch of bullshit. Would you like to buy a bunch of useless bullshit? Would you like to buy some decapitated heads that keep showing up in my bag? Okay. Hmm. Nice. Okay. Anything you want to buy? Not from you. What about from your people, Woljif? What do they have to sell me? Hmm. Interesting. Yep. Yep. That seems good to me. Okay, Irabeth, let's get this show on the road. I thank you for saving the esteemed citizens of Canabras, even though not all of them deserve to be saved. May I, Omade, forgive my words. Irabeth casts a meaningful look at Count Arnday, sitting at a nearby table. I don't really mean that, of course. I just never fail to be astounded by the way that good people seem to perish while the not-so-good prove to be incredibly, amazingly enduring. Yes, that's not like him at all. Joining the Crusades is a tradition among Mendevian nobles, but Darren Arenday was never too keen on fighting demons. The Count has a certain reputation in Mendev. He is not a pleasant individual by any means, but he's not known for any particular villainy either. The Count enjoys a life of leisure, surrounded by a gaggle of sycophants. who are always eager to badmouth the Queen at his command. He likes settling scores, too. There was a hero of the First Crusades, Sir Lant, a kind and honest man. After the end of his glorious career as a soldier, he became a wise mentor to the younger generation. He ran afoul of the Count somehow, perhaps by lecturing him about his idle lifestyle and a lack of purpose. When Sir Lant died, the Count managed to buy a portion of his estate and ordered the knight's helmet be reforged into a chamber pot. And of course, he didn't keep his little joke private. The Queen was particularly affronted by it, because Sir Lant used to be her most loyal comrade-in-arms. I was there receiving an assignment from Her Majesty and witnessed the exact moment she found out about the helmet's fate. It's a small thing, but I could see the Queen's anguish at the travesty that had been made of her friend's legacy. That's what our Count is like as a person. And as for his talent for survival, do you know the story of Heaven's Edge? He was the only member of his family to escape with his life when the demons unleashed a magical plague at the Arenday estate. Yeah, cool. Thanks for all that. So what's our strategy? I shall lead the rest of my forces in a frontal assault. This will distract the enemy enough to let you use the secret passage and reach the wardstone. Destroy it before the demons turn Iomede's gift into a weapon of the abyss. Most of the allies you've found will join my forces, but you can expect a certain amount of support from them. The problem with Desmond's is that you never know what to expect from those daydreamers. Their Honorable Prior Ramian claims he has had a vision in which his goddess was putting demons to sleep. I'd like to hope it wasn't merely a dream. In these dark days, the most unlikely allies join forces to fight their common foe. All tieflings are treated with prejudice in Canabras, let alone the smugglers and the thieves of their kind. And yet, they are on our side, and I'll make sure their contribution is not forgotten after the victory. They'll be of little use in open combat, but they'll help you spot secret doors and warn you about traps. Sounds good. Let's do this shit. Dun-dun-dun. Into the breach. Once more into the breach. Interesting. I see the trap, but where is the means of disarming the trap?
I'm all ears.
spell's faulty. No, really.
Really? Oh, wait, what's down here? Ah, there's the trap thing.
Now, what is that?
Don't disarm the trap.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Ba 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 ba. Beep 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 boo. Let's go to the first floor and kill some demons.
Yet another obstacle.
Operare sentence.
Okay.
Better start running.
Time to share your treasures!
Endure this!
Nice.
No.
Go for their heart!
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Clawing time.
Cover me, alright?
Make every
Guys,
strike count.
we're supposed to hit the enemy.
Die! Drown in blood!
Jesus fucking Christ. This Slayer classic. Insane. Can't go through there.
I'm losing my temper. Let's hear you cry. Run them
The
through.
glory of the Oles clan.
I'll cut you wide open.
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
I forgot to do this part. Where's your... yes. Throw that on there too. My lady, Cadabras is under siege by demons. They forced their way into the city and perpetrated a massacre, paying no heed to the wardstone to render livers dead. The city's defenders perished, and our fortifications are falling one by one. Send reinforcements as soon as possible, or within days will be. The unfinished letter is drenched in the writer's blood. I feel like I remember.
Survive me.
I don't know, maybe it is
Into the
still quite a bit yet, but I feel like I remember the Great Garrison being a lot longer
Go.
of a fight. But it could also just be remembering
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
a different fight later in the game.
Out of my way!
The spirits demand your blood!
They don't know how fragile they are.
The light take you!
Go. Distraction for me.
This. Yes, yes.
Die!
A little bit, Ray.
They better start running.
Endure this!
The inheritor, guide my blade!
Go. Time to share your treasures.
Let's hear you cry! Run them through!
You are today's sacrifice!
This will be the stuff of legend.
Make every strike count.
I like it. They shoot an arrow and then explode. Fucking neck is so stiff. Tonight, I need like a massage. Can you get back down to the first one?
I'm gonna rip them in half.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Go for their hearts!
Into the fray!
Clawing time.
You won't survive me.
I'll cut you wide open!
That was a weird feeling just now. That was like all the blood just rushed to my head and then...
Cover me, all right?
felt like I was gonna faint for a second.
Out of my way!
That. Enemy was not found.
Are we in trouble yet? Endure this!
Oh, they'll regret this.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Make every strike count.
The light! Take you!
I need to figure out what manga I'm gonna read once I'm done with Chainsaw Man, because I watched Chainsaw Man Reze Arc, the movie that came out
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
not that long ago,
Guide my
and after that
They better start running.
I was like, I can't wait for more of the anime to come out. I need to know what happens next.
The spirits demand your blood!
So I started reading the manga.
Distraction
Well,
for me.
I'm now almost... Well, no, I think I'm about pretty much like exactly halfway through the manga. And
This will be the stuff of legend.
getting through more of it pretty quickly. So I
I am helpful, am I not?
I need to figure out what I'm gonna read once I'm done with that, because then I'll have to go to reading it once.
Ask nicely.
I don't think it's a weekly series, is it? It's not quite finished yet. I know that. I know it's kind of ramping up to like what appears to be like a big
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
The big
Might be trap, might be treasure. Don't mind me.
final arc. But I don't think it is actually at that point yet. But I don't know how often it releases a new chapter. Might be a bi-monthly series, like twice a month. I don't know. But I need to figure out what I'm gonna read after I'm done with that, because I'll probably have it finished by... might even have it finished before Christmas. Depends on how
Survive me.
late I stay up reading it the next few nights. And then after... I want to read One Piece. However,
You are today's sacrifice.
I have attempted reading One Piece before.
Into the fray!
And I never make it that far. And I don't know if I should just try and
Endure this.
pick up like where I know,
Time to share your treasures.
like after or at the Alabasta arc, because I know that I have seen through the Alabasta arc in the anime. I don't know. I don't know. Problem I have with like One Piece, that makes it a harder read than like Chainsaw Man, for instance, is just like the fact that there will be... sometimes you'll have your...
Can't you just die already?
episodes that are all... not your episodes, your chapters and stuff, that are pretty normal.
Let's hear you cry.
But then you also end up with chapters that have like just a ton of exposition and like lore in them, and they end up just having like these huge walls of text to read. And when you get like a few of those in a row, it just can be like, I know that, yes, technically
Tactical retreat. No.
Ow.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Make every
Becomes
strike count.
tiring.
They better start running.
Run them through!
No glory without risk!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Tiba, you suck.
You won't survive me.
Not this time.
Time to take a little nap. Ba ba ba. Beep beep boo. Holy moly. I see.
What do we have here?
Why did you spy the treasure right as I was leaving? No, should I?
Move out.
What is this? Oh, okay, that just puts that back in place. Okay. Okay. Surprise, motherfucker!
Endure this!
Out of my way!
The spirits demand your blood!
Ow. Rude.
Distract them for me.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Make every strike count.
Time to share your treasures.
Clawing time.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Into the fray!
Let's hear you cry.
Die, stupid demon.
This will be the stuff of legend.
You won't survive me.
This one was beyond me.
Guys
I
are
heard the voice of the
supposed
spirits.
to pass your check so that I would know what things are. How am I to know what things are unless you pass your checks? I am whooped. I don't know. I am so tired. I didn't even
Save the last one
do
for me.
much today. All I did was go to the movies.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Am I at my limit?
Cover me, all right?
But I suppose that is
Endure
one of the curses of being.
So this is how it feels.
They better start running.
Zap you. Why not both?
Someone who
Ooh.
is chronically ill. You just sometimes do nothing but very simple things, and you still feel super tired.
Magritium Turinos. All this waiting bores me.
Another severed head. Okay, this is a little bit. This may be a bit longer than I first thought it was.
Head on!
Apply directly to the forehead.
Ah, not this time. I am helpful, am I not?
Pretty soon, baby girl.
So, Taya. So, Taya.
I think I'm almost done
Them to pieces!
with that's where we are
This
here.
will be the stuff
And then
of
once we do that, we'll be able to
Distract them from me.
call it a night, I think.
Make every strike count.
Oh, I don't know, I just ended your turn.
No
I'm a
glory
dumbass?
without
I'm fucking
light.
stupid?
Out of my way!
You can handle them, right?
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Ah! Dispatch those fools!
Okay, maybe we're not as close to finishing as I thought. We might just have to save and come back and finish the Grey Garrison another time. Because I don't know that I can keep going much longer. I'm just a little too whooped
The inheritor, guide my blade.
tonight, unfortunately.
Clawing time.
Amran not.
Let's hear you cry! My wounds pile on.
You won't survive me.
Time to share your treasures.
This is not the end. Savitor!
The light take you.
Cover me, all right?
He'd better start running.
I'm all right. I'll just sit here.
Endure this!
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
They don't know how fragile they are.
You are today's sacrifice!
Make every strike count.
Go for their hearts!
You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Distract them from me.
This will be the stuff of legend.
I'll cut you wide open!
You won't survive me.
Time to share your treasures.
Okay, yeah, once I finish this fight and moving this room, I'm definitely gonna need to
Endure this.
call it quits for the
Cover
night.
me, all right?
Because I'm sitting here like starting to doze off.
I hope you appreciate this.
Oh, man. I feel like I got hit with a ton of brick. Let's heal up, and then I'll save, and then we'll call it a night.
You know, you
Sigh.
lucked out with your horns. At least yours
getting
don't tear
tired.
a hole in every hood you wear. But we'd be even luckier if...
We never had the damn things in the first place.
You. Okay. Save over there. Switch to desktop. Okay. Wasn't the longest stream, but it was a stream. It was a stream. We did it. Let's see. What should I say, guys? I could send you Bunny. Bunny's over there playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, which is also made by Owlcat, also made by the creators of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So that might be fun. Why don't we do that? I I'll be live sometime Wednesday. With Arachne doing something. Playing some Marvel Rivals and maybe doing something else. But we haven't decided exactly what time yet, so. But probably won't be live before that. So I will see you then. Have a good night. Have fun with Bunny. She's great. Bye-bye.